Hello, welcome to Scrap Time. My name's Christine, and this is another video that's part of the Inky background series. And in this video, we're going to be using our distress inks to create these really fun backgrounds. Now, I just want to show you the difference. In a previous video, we did distress inks with our applicators. And this is the exact same colors of ink, and you can see the completely different look you get. So in this one, I use picked raspberry, wilted violet, salty ocean, and ripe persimmon. And so you can see it's completely different look, the exact same inks. This one is twisted citron, squeezed lemonade, mermaid lagoon, peacock feathers, cracked pistachio, and spiced marmalade. This one is just crazy. I used picked raspberry, cracked pistachio, spiced marmalade, mermaid lagoon, mustard seed, and seedless preserves. So you can see how the colors interact with each other in the different layers. Then this one is worn lipstick, picked raspberry, vintage photo, and frayed burlap. And the last one is weathered wood, stormy sky, vintage photo, and frayed burlap. So again, same inks, completely different look. So this is what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to stick with my same color palette. For this class, I'm using, or for these video series, I'm using picked raspberry, mustard seed, abandoned coral, mermaid lagoon, and rusty hinge. So it's a bit sort of variety of colors that some work well together and some you think, oh, maybe we'll get browns or that. So when you're putting the inks down, what you do is you use like a craft mat or something that won't stain. And you don't have to put the same amount of ink for every color. So picked raspberry is one of my favorite colors. So I'm going to squeeze on a fair amount because I want that color to sort of pop a bit more. We have abandoned coral. I'm going to put up here. Rusty hinge I'm also going to put up here because it's again sort of a orangey color. I'm going to put the blue closer to the pink because those blend nice together. And then I'm going to put the mustard seed down here as well. So the mustard will blend with the pink, blend with the blue. And then you spray it. So now you'll see all those little color droplets popping through. Now the thing is, because we're adding water to this, this is diluting the colors. So the colors aren't as bright as when you just apply the ink straight on. So I don't swoosh it through. I sort of drop it in and make a print and see what we get. And so you can see all the different colors in muted forms. Now down here, I have excess that's sort of turning that brown. I just get my paper towel and I collect some of that. I don't want all that excess color down there. And then I am going to dry this because I want these colors to stay where they are. So it's important to dry it between each layer. Otherwise, all you're doing is putting the color on top of a color, and that's when it'll turn more muddy. So I have it here. I can turn it a bit and just sort of dip it in. And so now we're getting those splotches. So this big sort of spot there, I'm going to just clean up, but the rest, I'm going to dry it again. So you have these areas here that had a lot of liquid, and you have sort of that stain spot. I really like that. I'm just going to remove the liquid and keep sort of that outline area. So then I can put it in again. And up here I want something, so I'm going to try it again. Oops. Just going to take a bit off. Now I'm starting to run out of color on my mat. When I did the other ones, I was actually able to do the whole card. So what I'm actually going to do is, if you're running out of color, you can decide, okay, so of course I want more pink because I like pink. But I think I might even get a little bit of blue in there because I only have that big blotch of blue. So I might do a little blue and start with that. And so I'm just going to spritz this a little. Now the first time I pick it up, it's going to be a little blotchier. So I don't mind with the blue because I want some more blue. I'm going to roll it a bit and just sort of pick it up and roll it to pick up the color. I'll dry that. See what else I can get. Okay, I'm just going to dry this. So that is where I'm going to stop for now. But again, this isn't a completed background. This is just, I'm done with this technique. And I just want to show you the difference between the two different ways. This was applying it dry, and then this is applying it wet and putting it into it. And even though it's the same colors, they're completely different looks. So I'm going to put this aside, and later on, later in the month, I'll probably revisit it and do some more to it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to Scrap Time videos on YouTube. And for more Inky backgrounds, be sure to check out the Inky background playlist.